So I'm Helen Nuttall, and I have recently launched my business Spicemarket Colour, which is a personal colour analysis service with the intent to help clients discover what colours suit them best in hair, clothes, makeup and accessories. Over the years, I often wondered, like we all do, we try things on and we can't figure out why it looks so awful. There's all these strange ideas that there's the perfect red lipstick that suits everyone, or, the right hair dye or whatever, and it just never seemed right. I wanted something that was a result and something that was validated and something that could be backed up beyond that person's ideas. Essentially, we kind of all know that some colours suit us better than others, but that's actually not arbitrary, and there's patterns for why that is that way. If you know how to spot the patterns, then actually you'll know which colours do suit you. And that's the same for clothes or shoes or accessories or makeup or hair or whatever it is. When I say that the colours that naturally suit us are our best ones, what I mean by that is that every colour in the world is made up of 3 different building blocks. It doesn't matter whether that's the trees or a car or your baby. Everything is made up of colours. The 3 building blocks of colour are how bright the colour is, which is the chroma of the colour. So some colours are really bright, like canary yellow and fire engine red, and the opposite of that are colours that are very, very soft. And colours, if you think of like duck egg blue or sage green, they're very gentle colours, they're misty. Maybe we call them antique or vintage. People who wear the really bright colours when they should be wearing softer colours, the colour will just own them. It will really rob them of their own beauty. You're just distracted by what they're wearing. And likewise, if a person who's got brightness in them wears something soft, they'll look quite washed out. And the beauty of that gentle, misty colour will just look a bit insipid. The second building block is the warmth or coolness of a colour. So some colours are purely warm and some are purely cool, and a lot are neutral, which means they're a mix of the two. And then the third one is the value of the colour. So what that really means is, we call it dark and light, but it's a bit of a misnomer perhaps. Think of it as the freshness of a colour versus the richness of a colour. So some colours are very delicate and lightweight, and they're very airy. Think of rose petals or Turkish delight, compared to very deep, heavy colours that you might imagine, like a medieval tapestry or an opium den or a spice market. Essentially, the people that are very lightweight and delicate and airy, if they're wearing those heavy tapestry colours, they actually can look quite gothic, and that beautiful pearly airiness is robbed from their natural colouring. And likewise, a person who needs that weight in their colouring, they need to wear that really heavy, dark chocolate mud cake colour, then if they wear the lightweight colours, it will look a bit strange. Everyone is a mix of these 3, every colour in the world and every human being, and all we need to do is find out what mix of those 3 building blocks is in that person's natural pigmentation, and then there will be a palette that shares that same mix of building blocks, and that's the palette that's going to suit that person. That is transferring that theory into application, and so that takes a new skill set of being able to recognise very quickly how the hue, chroma and value are changing a person's appearance when you're putting them through a series of colour tests. So you're draping colours around their face and seeing the effect on their face. And it's very, very clear what the colour is doing to some people. Some people wear bright, shiny gold really well, and some people wear soft silver really well. So you can work with the client and sort of give them a little bit of capsule knowledge, a bit of a starting point. And then they'll walk away with, one of these little swatches, which has all their colours, well, not all of them, but it has, 65, I think, colours in it, of a good guide, and then they can take this shopping with them, or wherever they need to go, they can look at it, they can learn it. There's resources online for them I've put up, and those resources will keep growing, keep adding all the time. If we're wearing the colours that reflect the colours that are naturally occurring in our own bodies, then we look really natural and harmonious, and everything suits us, and it's really easy to shop, and we always look good.